Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mass Effect 2. Hello, Sovereign. I'm glad you're no longer in ads. Tonight we're gonna go ahead and complete the loyalty missions. We've got the Ardat Yakshi, Sins of the Father, and the Gift of Greatness. Yeah, at least it's, well, I appreciate the sentiment, Sovereign. But we're going to start with Sins of the Father. Then we'll go with the Ardat Yakshi, and we'll finish off with Private Boring. But these are my least favorite of the loyalty missions, so let's go ahead and get going. You have a short list of 3 people out of the 150 you watch. Me, Andy, and George. Well, I appreciate it. I'm glad I'm entertaining. Okay, so, let's see here. Is there anything?
How may I help you, Commander?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Alright.
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
That's right, we just finished, treason. Enjoy our conversation. They're definitely interesting. I'm always kept on my toes when conversing with y'all. So I enjoy it as well. Yeah, we just finished treason. You frustrating this big literature, by the way. Oh. What about? Author compares himself to... Ooh, which author? Which author compares himself to Tolkien? Because... that takes some... That takes some balls trying to compare yourself to Paul J. Bennett. I have not heard. But, it takes some mighty big pair of brass ones to compare yourself to Tolkien. Let me look him up. Let's see if I even... Okay. Paul J. Servant of the Crown. Yeah, I've never read his books. But there seems to be a lot of people that like to compare themselves to the greats. Alright, so we're gonna bring in Garrus because, well, why wouldn't we bring Garrus? Although it doesn't really matter who we pick because
That's the least that bastard deserves.
Also,
13
according to
book
CSEC, a drill
series.
recently passed through customs. The CSEC office may have
And
more
on the
information.
first book so far, you don't quite want a refund, but you're not enjoying it. Okay. Well, my favorite author is passed away, unfortunately. He passed away, I think, in 2014. It was shortly after. It was after Disney bought Star Wars before they nuked um, the EU. But he was Aaron Alston. He wrote half the X-wing books and wrote my two favorite of the New Jedi Order books and a third of both Legacy of the Force and Fate of the Jedi. But my favorite of his books were in the X-wing series, and he liked to focus on Wedge Antilles. Um, if you're not big into Jedi stuff, or then Aaron Alston is a treat because his favorite characters are the ones that don't have Force powers. You like both? Ah,
Yes?
My associate's trying to find his son. We think a local criminal may have hired him.
That should be easy. We don't see many Drell here. There we go. One of my men reported a Drell recently. And he was talking to Mouse. Interesting.
Mouse?
Ah, petty criminal. Probably not the guy who hired your boy, but a messenger. He's a former duct rat. Runs errands for anyone who'll pay.
hello, Cross. Aaron Alston wasn't so much of a smuggler favorite. It's more fighter pilot. Um, his favorite character was Wedge Antilles. Um, and Wedge always features in each of his books, no matter what. Um, even if he's not the focus. Like in Legacy of the Force. But, so, I always liked him, but I think I think a heart attack got him. Is what ended up happening,
What sort of trouble has Mouse been getting himself into?
which is
Odd
sad.
jobs for shifty people. Duct rats take whatever is available to get by. Data running, fencing stolen goods, selling illegal VI personalities. Actually, he was selling one of you.
Me?
Yeah, when you erased a file, it would say, I delete data like you on the way to real errors.
That's pretty extreme, Commander.
Laugh it up, Garrus.
Buggy, though. It crashed every half hour. The error message was about how the galaxy was at stake and you should fix the problem yourself.
I like it. Uh,
What was it you called Mouse?
A duct rat. It's a local slang for the poor kids who grow up in the station. When they're small, they tend to play in the ventilation ducts where adults can't get to them.
is that safe?
Aren't the ducks dangerous?
Every couple of months, we pull a little body out of them. Lacerated by fan blades, broken by a deadfall, suffocated by vacuum exposure. Those are just the ones we know about. More just disappear. Maybe they get sucked into space. Maybe they fall into the protein vats the keepers run. The Mouse survived long enough that he can't fit in the ducts anymore. He was one of the smarter ones, or the luckier ones.
The darker side of the Citadel.
I've heard enough.
Mouse is usually upstairs outside the Dark Star. He works out of a public comm terminal. You should pick up a copy of the Shepard VI when you talk to him. It sounds like your boy's running with the wrong crowd.
Yes, I agree.
If Mouse can't get you in touch with your son directly, he'll know who can. I'll help you if you need it.
Why would you
You
help?
don't know us, Captain. Why are you going so far to help us?
I've worked at Kara for 2 years. Every day kids turn to crime because they've got no other choice, because their parents don't care. You're trying to save yours.
He faces a dark path.
We better hurry then.
I kind of.
You didn't tell him that Kolyat plans to assassinate someone.
He's a cop. He tried to stop Kolyat, and one of them could end up dead. I don't want that.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Shepard.
I kind of was a little ambivalent to Captain Bailey at first, but it was this mission that cemented my like for him. Because he's doing this, or he's helping us because it's personal. Also, I may not particularly like the mission that we're on, but I love the achievement name for it. Because it's a reference to a song that kind of, well, I like.
Yeah,
Put it that way.
I can get that. No, yeah, sure.
Speaks to
I can
me.
get you 2 cases by the end of the day.
You Mouse?
What are you? Oh shit, Krios. I thought you retired. Commander Shepard? I thought you died. What do you want with me?
Be still, Mouse. You can change your pants in a moment.
You know, Thane?
How do you know Thane?
Krios? He didn't... If he didn't say nothing, I ain't either.
When we heard the name, I didn't think it could be the same Mouse. He was a contact on the Citadel when I was active. He and some other children would gather information on my targets.
You'd use children for that?
You put children in danger to spy for you?
Children, the poor. My people's word for their kind is Dralafa, the ignored. They're everywhere, see everything. Yet they are never seen. You gave another Drell instructions for an assassination. Who's the target?
I don't know. I didn't ask. Because the people I work for, they can make me disappear. I'd like to help you, Krios. You always done right by us, but I ain't gonna die for you.
Look, you know Thane. He wouldn't ask if it wasn't important. Do it for him.
I want to. He was always nice to us. But these people ain't nice, Krios.
Nobody's gonna know you talked to us.
Mouse, I swear that you won't be named.
All right, all right. He came with that hollow you took of me. Said he wanted a job. I ran through your old contacts to see who might give him a shot. The guy who offered was Elias Kellum.
About those Shepard VIs.
One other thing. That Shepard VI you're selling?
Oh shit, you heard? Look, you were dead. It was totally legal to make a VI of you.
I want to cut.
You made money using my likeness. I think I deserve some of the profits. Don't you?
Oh, sure. How about I just transfer some money to you? I mean, why bother with all the lawyers and taxes and junk, huh?
Good job.
Tell me about Kellum.
Human. Moved to the Citadel about 10 years ago. He was little people when you were here, Krios.
I rarely do that one.
He got big after the Geth attack.
I usually ask the
Big guys
copy,
from before
but
got
I said,
attacked
I'll
by big
do a
fancy
little
pirates
renegade.
in
I
the
can afford
city.
it.
Now he runs the rackets on the lower end of the ward.
I'm about to hit max Paragon anyway.
Seriously bad news.
Did good, Mouse.
Yeah. Hope I live long enough to pat myself on the back.
Kellum will never know.
I hope not. I'm out of here, Krios. Next time you're in town, just don't bring the family.
All right.
That couldn't have been easy.
Mouse knew more about my life than Kolyat ever did. He smiles up at me, broken teeth and scabby knees, bare feet black, a dead-end future looking up at me, worshipping the petty gifts I offer. I was the only good thing he had back then, but I left him as I left Kolyat.
Mouse said you had a hollow of him.
Yes, a foolish bit of sentimentality. I can perfectly recall every moment I spent with Mouse. He pulls at my arm, smiles. He wants to know that I'll remember him, that anyone will remember him. I take the hollow. He smiles at himself in miniature on my palm. Then a frown crinkles his brow. He pats my pockets, checking for other hollows. Where's your son, Krios? He asks.
It's not your fault.
Don't blame yourself.
If I don't, who will? We must carry the weight of our decisions, Shepard. You, of all people, know this.
Let's head back to Bailey.
Yeah, about Bailey, he's a dirty cop, but he's kind of like the dirty cop like Harvey Bullock is. A dirty cop with a heart.
Yes?
Can we talk about my associate's son?
You talked to Mouse? Did you get the name of the guy he's working with?
Elias Kellum.
Kellum. Shit. Look, this is awkward. Kellum and I have an agreement. He doesn't cause too much trouble and buys tickets to the CSEC charity ball from me. In return, I ignore him.
So what?
You want to accept bribes? Fine. I don't care how you run your precinct. I want to know if you're gonna help me.
Yeah, I'll help. Absolutely. I'll get some of my people to bring him in and set him up in a private room. You can interrogate him yourself. I'll stay out of sight. And if I'm lucky, Kellum will believe that I had nothing to do with it.
All right, arrest him.
Bring him in. We might not have much time.
I'll make it happen. Wait here.
Also, I love the non-Paragon, non-Renegade path for this.
We've got Kellum. Tell Bailey we're ready.
He'll expect me to get him out of this.
Not today, I think.
Captain, his lawyer's here. Bet Elias has his VI set to page him if CSEC gets within 10 meters.
I'll stall him. Get in there and work fast.
We should question him together. Keep the pressure on. Thoughts on how we approach it?
You be good, cop.
You talk to him. Appeal to his self-interest. I'll put the screws to him if he needs it.
Very well. I'll pretend to be on his side. But if we waste too much time negotiating, Bailey won't be able to stall Kellum's advocate.
Oh, don't worry.
Get me out of these restraints, Bailey.
I can deal with
Pretty
the
funny
advocate.
bringing me down here like this. The hell are you two?
I don't have Renegade to make this the shortest interrogation ever.
You ordered a hit on someone. You're gonna tell me who.
The only person I'm talking to is my advocate.
Here's how it works. I ask a question, you answer the question. You speak when you're spoken to.
Who the fuck you think you are?
Mr. Kellum, I don't believe you were paying attention.
Nice. You just handed me your job. Hit me again and I'll take your money too. I'm gonna straighten you out as soon as Bailey gets here.
Just tell us what we need to know. My associate isn't very patient.
What are you, frog boy? A little sidekick? What, kid? You gonna bore me into confessing? You ain't shit. Come on, hit me. I dare you.
Works for me.
No! Do you know what I'll do to you when I get out of here?
Keep it up, tough guy. You'll leave in a bag.
Go to hell.
Ease up. He's no use to us dead.
Are we done here? Because I got people to see. Like the guy who's gonna sue your ass for assault.
I could do this, but I'm not going to because I love the fact that I actually took the time and got reinstated as a Spectre. This is gonna pay off.
This is your last chance for a deal. We have witnesses who'll swear you ordered the hit.
It's a big station, kid. People disappear all the time.
No! I said get out of my way, Bailey. You have no right to... What the hell is going on in here? Step away from my client. Is that... Do you have him tied to the chair?
Glad you could make it, Freddy.
Traffic was bad.
Oh, if you don't get your Spectre status
You'll
reinstated,
need a shovel the size of
you're
a citadel
fucked
to
here.
dig yourself out of this.
This is all above board. I'm a council Spectre.
Shit.
What?
But now
That mean,
he's
Freddy?
fucked.
Spectres can do whatever they want, Elias. I can't help it.
Shit.
If it was you I wanted, I could kill you and go. I want the assassin. Tell me who the target is and I'll leave.
Damn it. Joram Talid. He's a Turian, running for intendant of Zakiro Ward.
Where can we find him?
His apartment's in the 800 blocks.
Let's go.
I love the little things like, hey,
What's the story?
what I can do.
Why'd Kellum hire the boy?
Assassination. A Turian named Joram Talid. You know him?
Joram. Yeah. You might have seen his posters around. He's promising to end organized crime on the ward. Thing is, his message is all mixed up in race politics. He's anti-human.
Anti-human?
Are things so bad that people can openly campaign as anti-human?
Before the Battle of the Citadel, the alien population thought we were violent upstarts. Look what's happened since then. A human fleet guarding the station for months. C-Sec filled with humans. Anderson does what he can, but some people have lived on the station since before humans had starships. They see it as a coup.
Well, that's democracy for you.
If a majority votes for him, like it or not, that's how the system works.
That's a nice ideal, Shepard. Sergeant, get a patrol car. These two need to get to the 800 blocks.
Yes, sir.
There he is. How do you want to play this?
Follow to lead on the maintenance catwalks. Tell me what he's doing. The Krogan bodyguard will make him easy to follow.
Where will you be?
The darkest corner with the best view. Amon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness.
He's mastered the stealth high-by like Batman.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
You can count on it.
Show the humans they won't get their way.
I'm on him, Thane. He's talking to some voters.
Understood.
You're in position?
Yes.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
Seems like a normal politician so far.
Have you got him?
Looks like he's talking to another voter.
Any sign of Kolyat?
No.
I'm moving to another position. Ahead of him.
It's been wonderful talking with you all. I hope you'll come out on election day.
No problem so far. Do you have the target?
Yeah, they're talking.
Target in sight.
Krogan's going into a store.
Can you give me an update? I'm almost in position. He's letting the bodyguard do all the work. That lets him deny involvement. No sign of trouble.
Alright, shaking down credits for an extortion racket. Joram, you naughty, naughty politician.
guards is talking to the bartender. Looks like a shakedown.
I'm relocating to the next room. Let me know if anything changes. Target in sight.
Extorting not only his humans, but his fellow Turians as well.
Where is he now?
He's meeting a couple of mercenaries. Looks like the same group his bodyguard comes from.
He looks nervous. Could be he's noticed you.
Maybe he saw Kolyat in here somewhere.
Also a possibility. There are obstructions ahead. I'll try to go around. Don't lose him.
Take me home.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
No time.
I don't have time for this.
Sorry.
I've got him. Ah! Kolyat! Thane,
I saw.
he's heading to Talid's apartment.
Kolyat.
This is a joke. Now you show up.
help me, Drell. I'll do whatever you want.
C-Sec, put the gun down, son.
Get out of my way. I'm walking out. He's coming with me.
They'll have snipers outside.
I don't need your help. All of you, back off. I'll kill him.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
Oh my gods.
Hostages only work when your enemy cares if they live.
Interesting solution.
He was a bad guy.
He was a racist and a criminal. Isn't that enough?
To some, I suppose.
I read your files. Isn't that what you do? Kill people who do bad things?
Take the boy into custody.
You son of a bitch!
Your father doesn't have much time left, Kolyat. He's trying to make up for his mistakes.
What? So you came to get my forgiveness? So you can die in peace or something?
I came to grant you peace. You're angry because I wasn't there when your mother died.
You weren't there when she was alive. Why should you be there when she died?
Your mother. They killed her to get to me. It was my fault.
What?
After her body was given to the deep, I went to find them. The triggermen, the ringleaders. I hurt them, eventually killed them. When I went back to see you, you were older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
This isn't a conversation you should have in front of strangers.
No kidding.
Boys, take Kolyat and his father back to the precinct. Give them a room and as much time as they need.
I'm surprised you're letting him do that.
You think he's the only man who ever screwed up raising a son? I have to get back to the precinct. Come on, I'll give you a lift.
When you coming home, Dad? I don't know when. Achievement earned. Cats in the cradle. Thane has dealt with his son. You should be clear of any further distractions for the mission. Thane's personal matter revealed troubling issues with Citadel politics. May have to support Elias Kellum and similar criminals to counteract anti-human bias. Bailey at CSEC offers a possible recruiting opportunity. The cat's in the cradle, the silver spoon, little boy blue and the man.
They've been in there a while.
The kid's been through a lot. I ran some searches in the CSEC archive. About 10 years back, a bunch of real bad people were killed. Like someone was cleaning house. The prime suspect was a Drell. We never caught him.
Let it go.
10 years is a long time. Whoever was responsible for that probably doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that.
How'd it go?
Our problems, they aren't something I can fix with a few words. We'll keep talking, see what happens.
Your boy shot some people. No one I feel sympathy for, but there it is.
I watched those guys shaking down businesses and threatening humans.
But he can't just get away with it.
The kid wants to make a difference. Give him community service.
Community service for attempted murder? What jury would agree to that?
None.
None that I've seen. This would need to stay out of the judiciary. Strictly within CSEC.
Interesting. I'll think about it.
Thank you, Captain.
All right. Before we leave, there is one side quest we can do here.
I can't believe these humans. No
I overheard you talking. Having a problem?
It's a private matter.
Let me help.
Give me a chance. I might be able to help.
I don't see why you would. Since your kind gained a seat on the council, they've taken over CSEC customs. There are hundreds of new security checks and travel restrictions. We've been flagged as a potential risk for Geth infiltration. They won't let us board a ship back to Asari space.
Why would they consider you a risk? You're obviously not Geth.
I don't know. They wouldn't tell us. We got on a list somewhere for some reason, and they won't tell us anything because it's classified.
Who should I
They
talk
won't
to?
let you board a ship.
I don't know who made the decision. Some pencil pusher at the shuttle port told us. The one outside the CSEC station?
All right.
I'll see if I can get it sorted out.
I'm not holding my breath.
You probably should. Because again, you could just give him the forged IDs. Or, if you're a Spectre, you can just say,
I'm sorry, sir, but I'll need you to... Can I help you, ma'am?
I talked to a couple of Asari. They say customs won't let them leave the station, but they were told why. Can you help me out?
I'm sorry, sir, but all matters related
Ma'am.
to station security are classified. We can't risk Geth infiltration. Revealing why someone is on a watch list might compromise the safety of CSEC's undercover agents.
I'm a Spectre, let him leave.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre. I checked them out personally, and I'm confident that they're safe to travel. I want them removed from your watch list.
I'll have to confirm your identity. Well, all right then. I'll have their names removed per your authority, Spectre. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That'll be it.
I'm fine. Thanks for your help.
Next.
See? Having Spectre reinstatement makes all this political bullshit or bureaucratic red tape mean nothing. Because I can say, I'm a Spectre. Do it. I vouched for him. Okay.
So?
Good news. I convinced them to let you go.
You what? How did you do that?
I'm a Spectre.
When a Spectre vouches for someone, CSEC listens.
You're a Spectre? I heard the humans were nominating many of their kind, but I didn't know that.
I was a Spectre before we got a seat on the council.
Then you must be Shepard. I never would have guessed. It's an honor to meet you. Please forgive my earlier rudeness. We should get ready to leave. There should be another ship heading to Thessia tomorrow.
I like how Paragon Shep is canonically one of the few Spectres that isn't an asshole and actually cares about the common person. Because the other Spectres we we see... We don't really know much about Nihilus, but we do hear about him. And he's... plays fast and loose with the rules and regs. Saren's just a straight-up villain. Tassir Valaire is also a villain. Jordan Bao isn't a villain, but if it wasn't for the fact of the Reaper Wars, we'd probably end up being an antagonist because of how he's hunting Kasumi. Alright, let's see. Messages. Okay, so that's just Admiral Zen saying that she found something and is found the research anyway.
How may I help you, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Alright.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I already looked at it. Now let's go to Omega, and we will help out Samara if I hit the right button. Alright, Omega. Okay. Okay. Bring Samara. We'll go and bring Miranda. Actually, let's bring Thane real quick.
Thank you.
Okay, West member. All right. Forgot. We didn't do Patriarch. Did we do Patriarch's thing? Well, we'll find out.
Come on, let me in. Ari's expecting me. Ugh.
We did not. Okay. We will do that after this.
What do you need? This data pad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization. An Asari fugitive is hiding out here. She's an Ardat Yakshi. We need to find her. I knew it. Nothing leaves a body quite so empty as an Ardat Yakshi does.
You haven't taken steps to kill her?
Why would I? She hasn't tried to seduce me. Her last victim was a young girl. Pretty thing. Lived in the tenements near here. That's where I'd start looking.
Well.
Thanks for the help. Good luck finding her. Better luck catching her.
Arya has work for you. Here? Arya has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Arya's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers. A Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
Why come to me? Arya's usual muscle not up for the job?
Because Arya said so.
Before we do this...
If Arya wants my help, she better tell me why. I'm not doing this for my health.
Fine. Whatever gets you to take the job. If it gets out that Arya's protecting Patriarch, well, that can look like a weakness. And some people might want to exploit that. You're not on her payroll, so you helping Patriarch just seems like a random act of kindness.
I'll do it.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
There we go. We're gonna temporarily switch up Miranda for Grunt. Because Grunt has some dialogue here.
Come on, let me in.
Improved fortification.
Arya's expecting me. Oh.
Okay.
The human colony on the horizon has been attacked. Another in a series of human failures to colonize.
And I'm not worried about Samara hating me because we're gonna do this the Paragon way. Besides, she kills mercs for breakfast.
You again. Greetings.
Some people want you dead. I've been asked to move you to safety.
Well, of course. Arya wouldn't want me hurt. It would make her look bad. Perhaps Arya's reputation is no longer my concern. Perhaps I will stay. See who thinks me important enough to kill.
Let's be your muscle.
Here's an idea. Let me handle the assassins for you.
Declare us your Krant. We will face down the assassins in your name.
My Krant. It's been so long since anyone wished to fight for my honor. If you would do this for me, I would be grateful. I might even be a Krogan again.
The only way you can get that is that dialogue is if Grunt is already loyal.
What if we are? You're gonna do something about it.
Patriarch sent us. Said to do whatever it takes.
Your Patriarch's Grant? I wasn't aware the old man had one.
You should have done your homework.
Shepard, kick!
Killed them all.
Well, there's only two of them.
Everyone knows that the Patriarch is not to be crossed. Thanks to you, Arya may think of me as more than a trophy. A real advisor, maybe. Or even a threat.
Use this. Don't ever let anyone think you're weak again.
Thanks to you, I am a Krogan. By the way, be careful with Arya. She will approve of what you've done, I think. But not of you altering the balance of Omega. I think it reminds her too much of herself.
What is our renegade score? Oh, yeah, we got some renegade. We're gonna get more, I can guarantee you. Because of Legion's loyalty mission.
Are you here about my daughter? My nephew died a week ago and no one seems to care. The medics said it was a brain hemorrhage, but that's not true. It was murder. Someone killed my nephew, my baby.
I believe you.
I think she was murdered too, and I'm looking for her killer.
Oh, thank you. It's so hard when no one believes you. I'm all alone now. Are you one of Arya's people?
I'm here to help. Does it matter who sent me?
No one else on this hellhole station gives a damn that my nephew is dead. If you can do something about it, I'll help you however I can.
Alright,
Did your daughter have a lot of friends?
Not a lot, no. She was shy. Spent most of her time off making her sculptures, not hanging out with friends. Something did change in the last few weeks, though. She started talking about an Asari. Morinth. I see. I didn't like her. She kept dragging Neff out to clubs, and I'm pretty sure she gave my daughter drugs.
Drugs, huh?
Samara, does Morinth control her victims with drugs?
She controls them through sheer will. The drugs are just a lifestyle. She loves the club, loves the base. She's a hedonist.
So this Morinth did hurt my daughter? Is she the one that...
I will bring justice to the one that did this.
We swear to you, Neff will rest easy soon.
I hope so. I hope so. My baby.
What kind of a person was this Morinth?
I never met her. But Neff talked about her like she was a queen. You'd swear there was no one else alive when she talked about Morinth.
That sounds familiar.
Did Neff hang out anywhere in particular?
She was always quiet working here at home. Then, a few weeks ago, she started going out all the time. To the VIP area of that club down the street. I think you need a password or something to get in there. The change was so sudden. She just seemed tired and distracted when she wasn't around Morinth.
What kind of a girl was your daughter?
My nephew had a fire inside her. She was shy, but she was creative and driven and the best girl a mother could hope for.
She was creative. How so?
She was a sculptor. Several galleries were interested in her. Said her work was fresh.
Well, may I look around?
Do you mind if I examine Neff's room?
I didn't want to disturb anything. Her clothes, her art, her sculptures, everything is the way she left it. The way it will always be. My baby is gone. Thank you.
Hey there.
I'm sorry. I just miss her so much.
It's okay. We've all suffered loss.
I know what it means to lose a daughter. I will avenge her.
Thank you. Please, if it helps you find her killer, look through her things.
We will be respectful.
I'll examine her things.
All right. Let's see here.
Neff made that. A man from 4 years' salary for it. But I'd never part with it.
It's probably a lot more, worth a lot more than that now that the artist is gone.
Neff, I'm sending you this hologram by the Elcor artist Forta. His work is sublime, but don't stare at it too long or you may go mad. I don't want anything bad to happen to you, love. I can't wait to hear what you think of Forta.
Oldest entry first.
Read the oldest entry.
Hey, diary. Cycle 34, orbit 671. There's a lot to talk about. I dropped Jarut's name, and they let me into the VIP room at Afterlife. I was sure everyone was staring at me. Then the most beautiful Asari starts dancing near me. She moves like water, form and volume, but shifting, changing. I'm in a trance. Then I'm dancing with her. Later, we went for skewers, and I'm supposed to see her again tomorrow.
All right.
Read the middle entry.
Cycle 36, orbit 671. Am I a freak? Morinth is a girl like me, and she's definitely not human. Just when we dance and the hallex is flowing through me, the way she looks at me with a hunger, a longing, no one's ever looked at me like that. We kissed tonight.
Newest entry.
Read the newest entry.
Cycle 42, orbit 67. She's going to take me to her apartment tonight. Whatever happens, I want to be with her forever. She can sell my pieces. We can live somewhere glamorous, like the women in Vanya that Vid Morinth likes. How did this happen to me? I'm just dumb trash from Omega.
Close the hollow journal.
This is Morinth's work. She's attracted to artists and creators. Someone with a spark, slightly isolated from their peers. She impresses with sophistication and sex appeal. Then she strikes. The hunt interests her as much as the conquest.
Anyone who successfully hunted sapient beings for 400 years warrants caution.
Morinth speaks to you on many levels. Her body tells yours that she'll bring unimaginable ecstasy. Her scent evokes emotions long hidden. Her eyes promise you things you were always scared to ask of another. Her voice whispers to you after she is done speaking.
Perfect predator.
She sounds more like a highly evolved killer than a genetic defective.
The condition has been present since my people huddled around fires at night. Perhaps it is symbiotic rather than a defect. Storming her den would be a mistake. She will have 100 escape routes planned. She will go to ground and disappear for 50 years or more. This is the closest I've ever been.
Well, we'll have to lay a trap for her.
So we have to lure her out.
Exactly. Shepard, you read my mind. Afterlife's VIP section seems her preferred hunting ground. You must go there alone and unarmed.
I'm bait.
She'll come after me.
You can draw Morinth out. She'll certainly flee if she catches sight of me, but she won't be able to resist you. You are an artist on the battlefield. You have the vital spark that attracts her. Your power will draw her in.
I mean, that's the first time my kill count has been considered an artist on the battlefield. But okay.
Time's wasting. Let's get over there.
I agree. We can talk more once we're there.
But his silhouette strongly resembles ancient Ragnar
I like the little hologram there. Alright, VIP only.
What do you want?
Jarut sent me.
Someone told me the rest of Afterlife's nothing compared to this place.
Sounds like a smart person. Who was it?
Jarut.
Go on in. Word to the wise. Start a fight, we'll hurt you. Someone attacks you, it's okay to defend yourself.
Okay.
You must go in alone.
So we need to do 3 things.
Like any predator, she is cautious. You must pique her interest enough that she will approach you. When you are face to face, subtly encourage her to invite you to her apartment. I'll follow discreetly, and when you are alone, I'll spring the trap. Know this, until I get there, you are in great peril. She will be planning to inflict horrors on you. If you are not careful, you will want her to.
I know what to do.
Let's get started.
Shepard, we only get one chance at this. Any mistake and Morant will disappear. If you're the least bit unsure, come talk to me. I will wait here. And Shepard, thank you. I do not share this burden easily, and you are the only soul I can imagine sharing it with.
Alright.
Hey, do you know where to get tickets for Expel 10? I heard this amazing Asari say they were her favorite band. I just want whatever she wants. I gotta find tickets. Expel 10 is playing tomorrow.
Expel 10 is a band.
What kind of music do they play?
They're a sensory band. Like, they crawl into you and make you feel things. And this Asari digs them like you wouldn't believe. I can score way out of my league, you know? You gotta help me.
Sorry.
I don't have any tickets.
If you score some, I got some creds for you.
Trust me, you don't want tickets. Alright.
Hi. I need help right now, and I don't know who to ask. You're human, and you don't look high, so you're it. Can you help me out?
Calm down.
Slow down and tell me what the problem is.
Right. Slow down. Sorry, I just don't know what to do. My friend Moiral is doing a piece on Omega Games. She's hanging with Flora. He's the worst of the worst.
Doing a piece?
What is she doing?
A vid piece. She's an investigative reporter, you know? She's trying to profile gang leaders.
Sounds dangerous.
Your friend could get hurt.
Yeah, and she's going to. See, Floret's on to her. His gang is on the way here, and they're gonna make a mess of her. I have to get a message to her, and fast.
How do you know all this?
You seem to have a lot of information.
I'm her tech. I've been monitoring the gang's comm. The last transmission said Floret's going to splatter her. Man, I'm a tech junkie. I don't know how to handle this.
So what are you asking?
What do you want me to do?
She and I have a code. If you go over and say 2 words to Floret, my friend will get the message and get out of there. The 2 words are terminal and eternity. In that order. Please tell me you can do that. She's going to die.
I'll do it.
I can do that.
Thank you. Thank you. Remember, terminal and eternity. In that order, just work them into a sentence.
Alright.
It's hot. Sweaty.
Something I can do for you, lady?
Is there a public extranet terminal around here?
In a club? You don't have an Omni tool?
That is a pretty strange question.
I get by on public terminals. My Omni tool's been broken for an eternity.
That's a tough break. I'm done talking to you now.
Hey, Floret. I have to pee.
Yeah? Hurry back, Moiral. I'm ready to head out.
Alright. Sucks to be you.
Music here used to be avant-garde. Couldn't dance to it, but you felt smart listening to it.
Thank you so much. I really thought she was going to die.
Alright, let's see here.
Lots of money on display tonight. Good cred hunting tonight. I'll hit him in the alley. As long as it isn't one of Arya's people, we're good. We gotta get enough creds to keep ink off our backs. Hey, what are you looking at?
Just leave.
I want you gone from here.
Hey, we gotta pay the man. We work for Hink. You hear that? So, what do you think of us now?
I'll help with your
How
boss.
about I give you enough creds for your boss, then you leave and stay gone. No one gets hurt.
Works for me. Let's go.
All right.
You're scary.
That's two.
Are you still here? Buy me a drink and maybe you won't
What'll you have?
These are good people, but they look bored. Bored people don't spend much.
And you got an idea for how I could fix that?
A round of drinks shows that you appreciate their business. Your rep will improve and you'll make more money in the end.
Maybe worth a try once. You better be right. Listen up, everyone! We love having you here, so a round of drinks on the house!
My name is
There we go.
Morgan. I've been watching you. You're the most interesting person in this place. I've got a booth over here in the shadows. Why don't you come sit with me? Some nights I come here and there's no one interesting to talk to. Some nights, there's just one person. Tonight it's you. Why is that?
Because I know what I like.
I know what I like.
Do you?
What do you think of the music here?
Dark rhythms, violent pulses. It stirs something primitive in me. What about you?
Spell 10.
I'm curious about a band called Expel 10.
They get in my head and tear it to pieces. They're in concert soon. Maybe we should go together. You can lose yourself in the music here. There are ways to enhance that, you know?
We know she likes Hallex.
What do you think of Hallex?
It slithers through my soul. Seems like we share some interests.
Do you know anything about art?
It speaks to the darkest places in me. What about you?
We know she loves Fort.
Do you know the artist Forta?
I didn't think anyone around here knew him. He's sublime. Art comes in many varieties. I've seen vids that were more powerful than a sculpture sitting in a gallery.
I mean, like, Vanya.
Do you know Vanya?
My favorite. The two actresses on it are so glamorous.
I'll have to watch it.
Maybe we could do that together.
I've traveled all over the galaxy.
It changes you, doesn't it?
Like the danger.
Real travel means going to dangerous places.
Where you can see and do things most people can't imagine. Yes. When I travel, I find myself drawn to dark, dangerous places.
Violent places?
Violence is the surest expression of power.
Power is its own reward.
Violence is a means to an end. Power is that end.
Do you want to get out of here? My apartment is nearby.
Hook, line, and sinker! Alright, we don't need the assault rifle because it won't let us scan it. So let's go.
I love clubs. People, movement, heat. I can still hear the bass like the drums of a great hunt out for your blood. But here, it's muted, and you're safe. Is that what you want, Shepard?
Safety's a lie.
People feel safest right before they die.
It's true. We're never safe. I've never understood the fascination with safety. Some of us choose differently. Independence over submission. I think we share that, you and I.
We're not alike.
We've both killed many times, but that's where the similarities end.
Why do you say that I've killed? What do you know? Let's
It
stop playing
takes
games.
a killer to know a killer.
Look into my eyes and tell me you want me. Tell me you'd kill for me. Anything I want.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Don't count on it.
But you... Who are you? Oh no. I see what's going on. The bitch herself found a little helper.
Morin,
Mother.
do not call me that.
I can't choose to stop being your daughter, Mother.
You made your choice long ago. What choice? My only crime was being born with the gifts you gave me. Enough, Morin! I am the
They're evenly
genetic
matched.
destiny of the Asari. I'm not ready to reveal this. So I must die. You are a disease to be purged. Nothing more. I'm as strong as she is. Let me join you. I am already sworn to help you, Shepard. Let us finish this.
End of the line, Morinth.
End of the line, Morinth.
And they call me a monster.
Find peace in the embrace of the goddess. I am ready to leave this place and get on with my life. Are you ready to go as well?
I am.
Let's go.
Level up. You've earned Doppelganger, the achievement. Samara has dealt with the Ardak Yakshi. She remains loyal to Shepard personally. Loyalty to the Justicar beyond question, given apparent bonds of oath rendered to Shepard. Better than hoped. Cerberus activities will not be affected further by the presence of Shepard's team. Leave to have Justicar's mission completed. Unfortunately, body of Ardak Yakshi cannot be taken for study. Genetic abnormality could have been useful. Subject's expertise would have made her a valuable team member if sociopathic tendencies were mitigated. 30 Paragon. Which means we are almost at max. Let's go ahead and level up. Undo. Area Reef. Alright, time to head to do private borings mission.
Companionship, but want something more than a one-night arrangement?
Shepard's supposed to be dead.
Catanos relationships was created with one purpose: to convince With Catanos relationships, you never have to compromise your vision of what your love should be.
We should probably talk to Thane as well as Samara before going. So let's go ahead and do that. Cycle appearance. Unread messages. Update on the kid. That's great. Taking care of everything's taken care of legally. Doing work for Bailey. Alright.
Commander, you've received a new message at your...
I already read it. Oh, well, I also need to talk with Tally. And Morden. Forgot about Morden. Oh, your allied support points? Yeah, I need to do something with it. But I can't read redeems
and waking hours.
on PC games, so why
time
bother?
In 400 years, I am free. I am a ruined vessel of sorrow and regret, but I am free. It is not a feeling I can describe.
You did your duty. What about your feelings?
One of my daughters is dead. My hopes, my dreams were all bound up in my children. Still, my feelings have always come after my duty. The same is true of you.
So what now?
What will you do now that Morinth is gone?
Assuming I survive your mission, I am a Justicar. Injustice still exists. And perhaps even other Ardat Yakshi.
It depends upon how many, I think it's like 5 times. If you just constantly spam it, in Ace Combat 6, but you can charge it up pretty easy. Oh, with your points. Oh god, I have no idea. Probably a lot, because I don't really have that. I don't have much in the way of redeems right now.
I thought R.Yakshi were extremely rare.
Asari have spread to many worlds. There are remote regions with no government oversight. If I travel to those worlds and they do exist, I will find them.
You don't want to settle down?
I did. I returned to my homeworld and tried to start a family. I will fight and struggle all my life. That is my fate. When I die, it will not be in bed. I am at peace with that.
You still control the direction of your life.
I have chosen this path. I truly am at peace, due in no small part to you.
Alright. We'll talk with Thane. Then Morden. Then Tally.
Do you need something?
Have a few minutes to talk?
Certainly.
How'd you get this job?
What made you decide to become an assassin?
I was asked to become one. The Hanar trained my body for this role since I was 6 years old.
You've been killing since you were 6?
Of course not. I didn't make my first kill until I was 12. They were training.
Because that's better.
I was not to be used and thrown away. I was an investment.
You were a child, not an investment.
I've given you the wrong idea. They valued me, yes, as a resource, but also as a person. They regretted their need for me.
Why did your parents agree to this?
The agreement was made under the compact. It was an honor for our family.
The compact?
We live on the Hanar homeworld because they rescued us, some of us, from extinction. We owe them our lives. That is the compact.
Why was your race going extinct?
Overpopulation. That must sound trite to you. Humans developed mass effect drive before the problem became acute. Our homeworld, Rakana, had few resources. We hadn't even developed fusion power when the soil began to fail from overuse and pollution. The Hanar found us a century ago. They sent hundreds of ships, evacuated thousands of us. Billions more had to be left behind.
What's your world like now?
What's the state of Rakana now?
Do you read your philosophers? A man named Thomas Hobbes. When all the world is overcharged with inhabitants, and the last remedy of all is war, which provideth for every man by victory or death. As Rakana died around them, my people slaughtered each other for mouthfuls of water, crumbs of food.
Well, who do you work for now?
You don't kill for the Hanar anymore. You're freelance. What changed?
I was asleep for a long time, yes. I paid no attention to what my body was asked to do, but then... laser dot trembles on the skull. One finger twitch. He dies. Then, the smell of spice on the spring wind. Sunset-covered eyes defiant in the scope. The laser dances away. My apologies. Drell slip into memory so easily.
What was that?
Was that one of your assassinations?
Yes. Perhaps we can discuss it later. I've wasted too much of your time.
I don't normally talk to Thane all that much, so I'll have to remember to do that. I don't think on my first couple playthroughs with Carolina on stream we did that. Nope. Morden is upstairs.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Have you got time to talk?
Sure. Let me just... Come on, you little bush-tet! Oh, sorry. I've got a small fever and I'm taking it out on the poor drive core. Don't worry, it's nothing serious. Got sloppy while doing some suit repair.
Why do you get sick?
I never understood how you get sick from non-Quarian germs.
We don't, really. Turian germs are the only ones with any chance of affecting us, since we share amino acid chirality with them. What we experience is actually an acute allergic reaction.
Were your immune system stronger before the Geth drove you from your homeworld?
Not as strong as those of most races, definitely. I'm not a biologist, but there's a theory about it. Because our planet lacked insect life, plants developed symbiotic relationships with large animals to spread seeds or pollen. Most viruses on our world were partially beneficial, so our immune systems evolved to be weak. They were more likely to adapt to contamination than fight it.
What about other planets?
But Quarians colonized other worlds. They couldn't have all been like that.
They weren't. Most colonists went through a period of mild illness before adapting to the new environment. When the Geth took the homeworld in our colonies, the sterile environment on the flotilla ruined our immune system's adaptability. Even if we colonized a new world or reclaimed our own, we'd need a long process of bioengineering to recover.
Students' life sounds difficult.
I don't know if I could live inside a suit my whole life.
We are in our suits even among family. The most intimate thing we can do with another Quarian is link our suit environments. We get sick at first, and then we adapt. It's our most important gesture of trust, of acceptance. I haven't trusted anyone enough for that, though. Except, well, no Quarians. You know what I mean.
It's okay, Tally. I trust you too.
I appreciate the thought, Tally. And I feel the same way. But you don't have to prove anything to me.
I know. Nevertheless, I'd be honored to link suits with you, Shepard. You know, if you were a Quarian and we weren't already on a suicide mission. I'm going to tinker a bit more. Thanks for coming by.
And if you were a male Shep, that's where you could start the romance.
I hear that Rupert is actually cooking some good meals lately.
Yeah, right. That scunner couldn't serve a good haggis if his life depended on it.
But all haggis tastes like ass anyway.
Aye, but in the right hands, it could taste like mighty fine ass.
I'll have to consult with Nugget on that one. Alright, we can talk Grunt.
Shepard.
Just checking in. How are you doing?
The hold is too open. Not enough cover. Armor is limited. Warlord Grant would target here to scatter heavy cargo, then focus on engines. That's what tank imprints show about human ships anyway. It's how I learned from the tank. Old pictures where memory is. Like holding a book for a child. Just remember this picture after picture. No help with finding a reason to care.
Any other human
What
imprints?
other human info's floating around in there?
Less than a finger deep to sever your spine. You're soft. Solarians, Asari, all soft. Quarians, not so much. Turians, you have to work the blade, I guess. Don't see much point to it, though. Much point. Never mind.
Any guys
What
from
did
here?
O'Keir want you to feel about this stuff?
Hate. But the pictures, the aliens in them, they don't do anything. I see blood, craters, but so what? My guts were grown from 1,000 more worthy. The dead were weak. If they were strong, I wouldn't be needed. I don't know why O'Keir started teaching. When he turned on the tank the first time, I screamed. Weak, pitiful.
And yet you became
So you
strong.
started small, but you became what you are. Not everyone gets that chance.
I'm built for strength, but didn't earn it. I just am. Those dead were strong enough to try, even if they lost. The perfect Krogan, ignoring what made me. No strength in that. I'll take another look at what happened to the Krogan. Find a reason to care about it.
This dialogue was supposed to happen before the loyalty mission. But I forgot to come down and talk. Oh well.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Actually, wanted to talk. Medical matters. Aware that mission is dangerous. Different species react differently to stress.
Oh boy, this one.
Sexual activity normal stress release for humans and Turians. Still, recommend caution. Warn of chafing.
I care about Garrus.
I intend to be cautious, Doctor. But Garrus is important to me. You're not gonna scare me off.
Of course. Hormones. Regardless, come see me later. May need analgesic. Chafing.
Alright, give me your advice.
Do you have a recommendation as a doctor?
Turians based on dextro amino acids. Human ingestion of tissue could provoke allergic reactions. Anaphylactic shock possible, so don't ingest.
Gotcha.
Also forwarding advice booklet to your quarters. Valuable diagrams, positions comfortable for both species, erogenous zone overviews. Can supply oils or ointments to reduce discomfort. Gave ED electronic relationship aid demonstration vids to use as necessary.
Wait a minute, Morgan. You're just yanking me around, aren't you?
Shocking suggestion. Doctor-patient confidentiality, a sacred trust. Would never dream of mockery. Enjoy yourself while possible, Shepard. We'll be here studying cell reproduction. Much simpler, less alcohol and mood music required.
Don't ingest. What do you think we're gonna be doing, Morden?
No messages for you, Commander.
Alright. On to the Rosetta Nebula.
Probe away. I have detected an anomaly.
General distress. MSV Hugo Gernsback. Registration
Launching probe.
BW46100340.
Something on our sensors.
Named after an Asari scientist, this remote planet appears to have been on the list of forbidden mass relays that led to uncharted space. The little data that available that comes off of one far-off probe flyby reports that 2 planets orbiting a white dwarf star. Your own scans yield far more interesting results. The planet is within the habitable zone of the star. It has oceans of liquid water and a thin nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere, consistent with carbon-based plant life. It's possible this is an as-yet explored garden world. Who knows? This might have been a world where the Reapers would have passed over. Okay, let's go and bring Miranda for reasons. Alright, everyone's least favorite mission. Private Borings.
I have run a scan of the ship. I detect no life signs, but there may be useful technology or information still inside.
You got it!
Okay.
Here goes!
Okay.
There it is, and mostly intact. They could have survived impact, but it's been years.
I'm gonna save just in case the game crashes, because that worries me.
Looks like it was stripped after the crash. They'd have tried to get a beacon up as soon as possible.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural...
Along with this anymore. We've done horrible things to the crew. The conditions they're in, they don't understand what we're doing to them. Distract them for 2 seconds and they forget what you did before the bruises show. It's got to stop. I'm talking to the others as soon as it...
That doesn't sound good.
She would threaten to report if I didn't stop sending messages. But now she's so innocent. They all are. That look she gives when she smiles. It's sure easier now. What's the harm? We're stuck here.
That was wrong and disturbing.
Process, but this isn't a military ship. Just bumping the command line up a notch doesn't work. Captain Fairchild knew this crew. His replacement doesn't command the same level of respect. I'm hoping the man has it in him, but I don't.
Alright. Well, that doesn't bode well.
What was her name? Sarah? Suzanne? My God, I can't remember. I can't remember her face. We need to get out. So I can remember. Can think straight. They have to hurry.
Repeat, toxology alert. Danger of rapid neural decay. Local flora chemically incompatible with human physiology. Override.
From the look of it, this beacon's been here a while. Why would they wait years to signal?
Pause in beacon protocol. 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours. Pause is recorded as record deleted by Acting Captain Ronald Taylor.
That's not right. My father was first officer.
Ronald Taylor was promoted under emergency command protocols. Other flagged issues: unsafe deceleration, local food and neural decay, beacon activation protocols.
Alright.
Local food impairs brain functions? What are the effects?
Impairment of mental function due to chemical imbalance begins within 7 days of ingesting local flora, regardless of decontamination or preparation. Impact on higher cognitive abilities and long-term memory is cumulative, but significant within a standard month. It is not known if neural decay is permanent. Data collection was not completed.
Alright.
Why wasn't the beacon activated before now?
This emergency beacon became functional after 358 days, 12 hours. Following the unscheduled suborbital descent of the Hugo Gernsback, activation was triggered remotely after 8 years, 237 days, 7 hours, on the authority of Acting Captain Ronald Taylor. Pause in beacon protocol is recorded as record deleted.
Right.
Come on, let's get going.
My father had a working beacon, but didn't signal for almost 9 years. Maybe that neural decay affected him.
Avoiding it for a decade seems unlikely.
You came from the sky? The leader said someone would come. He delayed for so long, but he still has power. Some have lost faith. The hunters. They will have seen your star. They will not let you help him.
What's your name and
Who
rank?
are you? What was your rank on the Gernsback?
I can't think. The leader thinks for us and we serve. So we can go home. But some want to fight him. They were cast out. He exiled them. So they hunt his machines and those who help him. They don't believe that rescue will...
Watch out!
Hunters, they won't stop until the leader is dead.
Kill them! Agents of the liar! He will not escape!
I see you, Shepard.
Gotta hurt!
On the floor.
That's me, Shepard!
Oh no, I shot. Whatever am I gonna do?
I'll crush them. One left.
I got him.
This will put them down.
That wasn't neural decay. They were feral.
My father wouldn't let this go on. Something is very wrong. Strip for parts. Tech's wearing out. Those hunters must be laying on the pressure. Is that a settlement? They better be friendlier than the beach group. I need answers.
They're clearly docile, but in the same uniform remnants as those who attacked us.
Except they're all female.
There aren't any men here. Maybe it affects genders differently. Makes males get violent.
Possibly. But the woman on the beach said the exiled ones came back as hunters.
It doesn't matter right now. One of these people must know what my father has to do with this.
You have his face. He promised to call the sky, but he sends nothing.
He forced us to eat. To decay. You are cursed with his face.
Well, that's not a good sign.
Not the best reaction to the family resemblance, Jacob.
Why would my father force his crew to eat toxic food? Whatever's happening here needs to stop. Look at these spoiled food stores. They've been eating only that toxic local food for who knows how long. Like that wasn't obvious enough.
He has a cruel face. His cruel face. Go away. You are like him. You will keep us here.
He keeps us, protects us, and we please him like he demands. The hunters will kill you. They fight because he exiled them and waited too long.
He is bad. He has a bad face like the other. Like him. You'll hurt me.
I will.
What the hell? Somebody had to push them to make that. That's borderline worship.
Engaging target. Your captain demands obedience. Weapons are forbidden. Critical system. I got it! Alert. Your captain demands obedience. Weapons are forbidden.
Patrols like that are a little much against this bunch.
Well, that would make them hate him. Maybe it was just for defense.
Please, here. You could end it. You have his face. But you fight his machines. You might stop this. This, I forget how to read. But this was the start. What he promised, and what they did to us. We need the sky. Take us back to the sky.
What is it?
Jacob, what does it say?
It's a crew logbook. Some of them thought the beacon repair was taking too long. They were afraid they'd run out of supplies and lose their minds to the decay. My father restricted the ship food for himself and the other officers so they wouldn't be affected. Everybody else had to eat the toxic food and hope for treatment later. The rest is a casualty list. A few mutinied over the decision. My father and his officers turned the mechs on them.
Sounds like he cracked.
He wasn't command material and it got to him. Couldn't keep the crew in line without violence.
It didn't stop there. More incidents, harsh punishments. It's like they're cattle or toys. In a year, all the male crew members are flagged as exiled or dead. They separated out the women, assigned them to officers, like pets. And after the beacon is fixed, the officers appear in the casualties too. After. My father took control and didn't stop it.
Anything in there about whether the effects of the toxic food can be treated?
Nothing. But it seems like the right call. If everyone gets it, who's left to fix the beacon? You'd never get out. But they did fix it. And the signal wasn't sent until now. I'm starting to see why.
We haven't seen any other officers. He killed them?
There were 5 after the crash. Medical, engineering, bridge staff. Should have had no problem fixing the beacon and keeping people safe. All killed within the same week. About a month after the beacon was repaired.
Does it say why he separated the men and women? Or is it as bad as it seems?
No, it turns to gibberish. Maybe the men got violent early on, but from the state of this place, I'd say the Hunter thing is recent. What he allowed here, Shepard? I don't see any justification.
So why call for help now?
The surviving males are changing. Everything he did is coming back to bite him in the ass. 9 years. Why didn't he set it right? I need to find this man.
All right. I like how Miranda just casually walks away.
Captain Ronald Taylor. Thank God you're here. My crew went insane. I only just got free. God damn it. It's really him. Just got free. He's covering his ass.
The old corpse has been posed, like a warning. The new ones were left where they fell.
The hunters started fighting back.
Come on.
Big activity. Disengaging friend or foe detection.
He had plenty of choices. A little late to blame his victims. Nice. On target. Get over here.
There we go! On the floor! 9-9.
Hostiles detected. Rerouting power. Targeting.
You.
Hostile forces have engaged off.
Trying to keep them busy, distracted, but it's getting dangerous. Thank God you've come. He had his fun, and now he wants out. Son of a bitch.
Hey.
critical system damage.
It took years to train my guards. I'm afraid you'll have to fight them to rescue me. Throwing people away. This thing is not my father.
Watch for the drone!
Have a nice trip. I've got him!
Watch out!
Enough with the toys. I need to look my father in the eye and hear him justify this.
I don't think he can.
You're here. I knew a real squad would blow through just fine. Sorry if the mech scuffed your pads. I'll get you something nice when we get back to Alliance space. I've gotta have some back pay coming.
What about your crew, acting captain?
Total loss. The toxic food turned them wild. They propped me up here in some kind of ritual behavior. Waiting for a chance to signal has been hell.
Uh-huh.
That's the best you can do?
You let all your people talk back like that? Who are you exactly?
Commander Shepard of the Normandy. I believe you are acquainted with Mr. Taylor.
Taylor? Jacob? No. Not Jacob.
Why not me? Would 10 years of this look better to anyone else in the galaxy?
You have to understand, this isn't me. The realities of command, they change you. I wasn't ready for that. I made sure you were taught right. Before I left, I hoped to leave it at that.
Decade Taylor. Why? Touching, but I don't buy it.
I'm not biting, Captain. At some point, you chose to do this to your crew. You.
What was that moment? I want to know that there was an actual reason.
There was resistance to the plan. Mutiny. We had to take a hard line to keep order. And things settled down. As the decay set in, we made sure the crew were comfortable. Some even seemed happier. Ignorance is bliss, right? And they were grateful for guidance, like an instinct. Pure authority was easy, at first. Months in, the effect lowered inhibitions. They got territorial. Rank, protocol, they couldn't understand. We had to establish dominance. After a while, the perks seemed normal.
That's it? You created a harem and played king? 10 years in a juvenile fantasy?
I can't point to where it all went wrong. But when the beacon was ready, revealing what happened didn't seem like a good idea.
What happened to the other officers?
Anders found his conscience a little late to step back. He had an accident. Things got tense. End of the day, I was the one with the mechs. I got a little basic in setting examples. But I was kind to my people once things settled down. Seemed like I'd earned some peace.
You fought over people like they were toys. Things.
The stores from the ship couldn't last forever. You had to know this would end one day.
Dining for one can really stretch things out. Besides, I can think of a lot worse retirement plans than stripping down and joining the Droolers. That was before the Hunters, of course. Dumb or not, I'd feel it if they got their hands on me now. They want blood. I'd prefer to keep it.
It's all about you. Everything.
You didn't feel any responsibility to get out of here for the sake of family?
I gave him a good start. He was a smart kid and was better off not following me. We figured that out a long time before I took jobs in deep space. And after things escalated here, it seemed best to just disappear off the galactic map.
Till you needed someone to save your ass.
Yep.
What triggered the males to change and threaten you?
This planet has some strange cycles to it. I've seen some plants around I never saw before. Odd weather. Maybe some just adapted a little too well.
And if you treat them like animals, big shock. They become animals.
We can undo the damage.
We can help these people. Cerberus can have ships here in days and pull everyone out.
He's not worth the fuel to haul him out or the air he's breathing. He's damn lucky I don't think he's even worth pulling the trigger. I don't know who you are, because you're not any father I remember.
Well, I think he deserves to die. And I was taught never let an animal suffer.
I'm pretty sure we can spare the ammo.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm not taking the shot. My father owned his mistakes. He was a different man. A good man.
Half-charged. You've seen the crazy ones. This won't stop them.
It's not for them, Dad.
Because anyone who could do that to his crew is an animal. Survivors from Aya are being treated by Alliance personnel with additional Cerberus support. Pleased to see Taylor unharmed psychologically by experience. Jacob Taylor has dealt with his father, is now solely focused on the mission. Ghost of the Father. Achievement unlocked.
Alliance ships are inbound to pick up survivors, Commander. We can be long gone by the time they get here.
Good job.
Don't even give them the tail lights.
Roger that.
What do you mean it wasn't you?
Jacob, if I had leaked the information about the Gernsback, I would be smiling at your resolution of the situation. I am not smiling.
But you knew about it.
Nothing goes through this ship, my ship, without a report to you.
I had no more reason to believe Jacob's father was alive than he did. But I'm happy to know the situation is behind you.
Fine. You didn't forward it. So who did?
I did.
Figures. Who else could get into Cerberus channels?
It was hardly classified, just obscure. There was a time when it mattered to you. Sending this along seemed like keeping an old promise. I keep my promises.
Miranda, we'll discuss your liberal interpretation of security protocol in private. Shepard, Jacob.
Surprised by Miranda?
You had no idea Miranda was behind this.
No, she's got a good memory. Selective, but good. I haven't thought about those days in a long time. Can't figure which promise she meant, though. Not sure I really want to know. She requires a better man than I.
If we're going by how you treat FemShep in your romance, then yeah, everyone deserves a better man than you.
Come on, we got work to do.
Aye, Commander. Shepard, thanks for the help.
Anytime, Jacob.
All right. Let's see here. Our uptime is almost 2 hours. So we'll go ahead and call the stream here once we get back to front here. Let's check our mail. All right. So this will be the end of the stream for tonight. I don't know when I'll be able to stream next. Hopefully tomorrow. If so, we'll be doing Project Wingman, Mercenary Run. If we can stream Friday, it will be The Witcher 3. I should be able to stream Saturday morning. And that will be Ace Combat 7 Mock Storm as we do the DLC missions. And next time we do Mass Effect, we will be doing the Explorathon as we scour the galaxy, doing all the little odds and ends side quests before we do Overlord. But anyway, thank you all for joining me. I hope you had fun. And I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. I will let you all know in the Discord. Take care, everyone.